Now coming to the trailer here, I decided to go with the seat post mount here. Basically, the higher that the connection is on your bike, basically to where the trailer is, the more stability that you're going to actually have in the trailer. So what I actually can do now is when the trailer is completely full, I can actually ride no hands going down the street. It's that stable right now. And so this is actually from an old Norco. What was it? It's it's from one of those kids bikes, those like where you have like a kid's bike on the back and your kid can ride with you. This is what the seat post is hitched from. It was actually donated to me for this trip from Tony Hoare, and so that's how I integrated that into the trailer here. So you can see coming up into the trailer, there's a piece of metal here. I think it's 1/2 inch rigid or 3/4 inch rigid pipe, or actually no, sorry, 1 inch rigid pipe, basically coming right into the frame, and it actually mates with the frame right here. So it basically goes from that point there, comes here. I think it was like a 70-degree bend up, and it actually basically integrates right into this this Norco thing here. And one other modification here that I did, because when I first started riding this trailer, I didn't have this in here, right? This little extra piece here for stability. And the trailer, this was actually bending under the weight of the trailer. So as I'd be going, it would actually kind of be bending, and stability was actually really crappy of the trailer when I first got it going. But when I got to Mill Bay, and I was at Tony Hoare's custom trailer workshop, we fabricated this piece here. It just welds right into here, and it just bolts in basically right onto this front piece of bamboo here, and it has made a world of difference. Oh my god, stability is so much better in the trailer. Obviously, this is the very first single wheel trailer that I've ever built, so I learned quite a bit on doing my first one here, but this is definitely critical for stability on the trailer. And so you also see on top here, solar panel. This is just like a basically 12-inch by 12-inch solar panel that was donated to me. I don't know how many watts it puts out, like 4 or 5 watts or something like that. But what it does is it goes, basically just follow the wires here into this Tupperware container. And what is going on in this Tupperware container? We'll pop this off. And electricians are actually going to laugh at me while I use a Tupperware container. This Tupperware container, which houses all the electronics for the trailer, only costs $8. To get the proper size for something in a PVC box would have cost $30 or $40. So I just made a little bit of a sacrifice there. But it's mainly just to keep the water out. There's not really any high voltage in here. It's just it's 12 volts coming in here, and then when I use the adapter here, it goes up to 110 to the inverter. So basically the wiring comes into here, comes into the charge controller. This is a charge controller that I just found off of eBay for, I don't know, it was like 10 or 12 bucks or something like that. It was just a really cheap Chinese one. And so charge controller comes into here, and then basically then we have 2 wires, the positive and negative, running down to the battery here. And so this is the smallest deep cycle battery that I could find. It's still about 7 or 8 pounds. This thing weighs a ton on the trailer. Batteries are not light. Any size battery is not a light battery. So that's a little bit of a sacrifice that I had to make for the trailer, but this will actually give me the ability to basically run my laptop and charge all my batteries from anywhere in the world. So it's a small compromise, but something that I think is going to pay off in the long run for sure. So we have the 2 wires coming down from basically the charge controller, mating to here. Then we have 2 wires, another 2 wires coming back, which comes to basically the cigarette lighter 12 volt outlet here. And so I could plug in any 12 volt utility or whatever electronics into here, and it'll charge or run or whatever you want it to do. So what I have here is these. I bought this on eBay as well. This is I don't know how much I spent. It was like 10 or 12 bucks again. This is just your standard 110 inverter. So all I do is I plug it in here, and you'll also see that it basically has the I can stick any plug into it from anywhere in the world. You can see it's got all the different little plug outlets there for all the different types of plugs that you'll find basically around the world. And then it's also got the 5-volt USB connector there as well. So just to show you guys that this works, this is it's only at 2/3 charged battery there, but I can take this and I can actually plug my laptop into this wherever I am in the world. And this is kind of one of the benefits of having this. And sure, I won't have Wi-Fi wherever I am around the world, but I'll be able to work on my laptop, which is like really critical for me because I'm going to be editing videos and I'm going to be keeping up in my diary and things like that. So this was actually a really critical part of the trailer for me, and that's why I really kind of sacrificed on the weight, because this whole setup here between the solar panel and the battery and the charge controller and this inverter and the tub and all that probably adds at least 10 to 12 pounds to the trailer, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when your total weight for the trailer is about 60 pounds, it's probably 13, 14, or even almost 15% of your total weight on the trailer. So to cut that out would drastically reduce the amount of weight in the trailer, but it would also be kind of sacrificing a lot as well. So what I have here, where's my laptop? So just to show you guys that this actually works here. So you can see on my laptop right now, you can see 87%, and it's running on battery power right now. So if we go ahead, take my adapter here, take my plug, and we go ahead plug it in there. So we got it all plugged in, running on the battery there, and we can actually see that now my laptop is charging on battery power. So that's really kind of one of the benefits of this. And again, I'll be able to charge my GoPro batteries, my camera batteries, my Garmin battery, all just from this here. And so this is going to give me complete freedom, because I'll be anywhere in the world. I'll be able to charge my laptop, I'll be able to charge all my batteries, and I can just crap out. As long as I have food and water, I'm set, right? I can just crap out anywhere in the world that I want to. So that's kind of how this little setup works here, which is going to be really freaking awesome. I'm so stoked that this is actually working. Even though it's super simple setup, I didn't even know if the solar panel worked when I first got it. So I'm glad that everything does work. And so that's this little portion, the electronics portion of the trailer. And now moving, so this trailer completely built out of, I think this is about 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch diameter bamboo, completely built, carbon fiber and resin for the joints, balsa wood in between the joints of the bamboo. The bamboo doesn't actually touch each other anywhere on this bike. It may look like it, but it doesn't actually touch each other. Any joint here, there's actually balsa wood in between it. That's I used for shaping the lug to give it a nice smooth contour. And all the lugs, I painted them flat black as well to match the bike as well. So basically what I did at the front here, just to create a little bit of a kind of a wind deflector and to also keep out as much water and just dirt and crap from the trailer, this is just white duct tape. That's all it is, just kind of basically stretched it all the way around there, and it's been doing a really good job so far. Coming to the back of the trailer, got my little light here so that people can see the trailer. It's really big, gets really bright, and hopefully I won't get run over by a car. So, all right, stop. And on the back here, just have standard 20-inch wheel here. Nothing too special about this. This is like just your standard 20-inch BMX wheel. This was actually donated to me as well by Tony Hoare, and this thing has been just awesome. So got it pumped up tight, right up to about 60 psi. It's been rolling fantastic. Dropouts here made out of 3/16 aluminum, integrated into the bamboo, same way that the dropouts are integrated into my bike there. And yeah, it took a little bit of thought to get the angles right there, but just over time just kind of figured her out and got her to work perfectly. So that's what is going on here. And coming just up to the main part of the trailer, you see I have a what is it, one of the yellow bob trailer bags that actually fits right in here, and then I use this because I put a lot of my food and water bottles on this side just so that they don't fall out of the trailer too easily. Right here is something kind of cool. Here, what I'm gonna do is grab the blender. So this blender, it's inside there. It's you can see it is the base for it. This is actually a hand crank blender, and what it does is it'll actually mount. There's like a little mounting system that I can actually mount that blender right to here, and I can actually just sit here and hand crank any food or whatever that I want to blend. So this is just a little adaptation to the trailer, which is pretty sick in my mind, that I can actually blend my food while I'm traveling around the world, which is pretty cool. This is another luxury item. I think these run for about $100, or between $80 to $100. This is a GSI Vortex hand crank blender. This was actually donated to me by my friend Raymond. So thank you, Raymond, very much. This is going to get a lot of good use. And this is pretty wild. I love this thing. This is awesome. And at the back here, this is my water filtration system. So this is a water pitcher and filter by Clearly Filtered. I'll post a link down below. So it just works just like any other water filter. So just pour the water in there, and then you can get it out of the spout here. And so what I'm actually going to do is just to accommodate the design of this, because I don't want to be putting this in, taking it out. It would just kind of really get annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a tube, like just a piece of hose or tube that I can stick down into there, and it'll come down into the bottom here where the filtered water is, and I'll actually be able to siphon out water into my water bottles. And something like that is just going to make it just really easy, just because then that way I don't have to take this in and out of the trailer. So this water filter is absolutely amazing. I'm going to get some of the stats on it. It basically turns any non-potable water except for seawater, anything like any kind of sea salt water or whatever, and turns it into potable water. And so that's going to be really kind of beneficial. It claims to get rid of diseases and like any kind of fungal or disease. Obviously, any of the heavy metals it'll get rid of. 90% of fluoride it'll get rid of. And this thing is going to be a lifesaver, because one of the big warnings that people have given me for traveling in Southeast Asia is water. And to make it as sustainable as possible, I really wanted to have my own water filtration system basically within the trailer here, just because if I'm always buying bottled water, not only is it going to cost more money, but that's a really unsustainable way of getting clean water. So this is going to be a lot more sustainable, since this system here will actually create, I think it's rated up to about 200 gallons of water. And so if you're drinking just over a gallon of water a day, it'll actually last you for about 6 months. And so I've got another filter as well, but this thing is going to be an absolute lifesaver, because I can take any lake water or whatever, pour it in the top there, bam, filtered water, drinkable. That's what we want. And we want lots of water too, because I'm going to be in a very hot environment, and you don't want to be dehydrated, especially while cycling. And so that's just basically the gist of this trailer. This trailer is got to be one of the dopest things that I've ever built in my life, because so much thought has gone into this, so much preparation, so many heartaches, and just being completely pissed off at it because it wasn't working out or whatever. But now it's finally done, and it's hooked up to the bamboo bikes. We got the bamboo bike, the bamboo trailer, solar panel, water filtration, hand crank blender on it. Man, oh man, this thing is going to get me around the world without a problem. Right on. I really hope that you liked the video of the bamboo bike and trailer. I spent a lot of money into this thing. I estimate that I've put around, in this setup alone, almost close to $4,000. So I basically sold everything in my life just so that I could have this system. And you could do it for a lot less. You could probably do this whole thing if you got like a decent bike for, you know, $400 or $500, and you could you could get a bob trailer for like $300. You could do the rest of it, you know, for an easy $300. You could probably do it for just over $1,000, I'd say. Maybe even less if you have some of the pieces already. But definitely, this thing is the fucking dopest thing I've ever seen. I love it. Like, it just makes me smile when I look at it. So definitely, I'm hoping that people will kind of see this and start to develop their own technologies and really just start to living like a free life. And that's kind of what this is going to give me. It's going to give me complete freedom other than internet. Once I'm able to get internet anywhere in the world, then I'll hook into that. But for right now, this thing is absolutely dope. Just dopest thing ever. But hope you continue along, following my journey. I know I've been saying I wanted to do this video for a while now, so finally got it done. But trailer, biker done. Awesome. Hope you guys are having an awesome fucking day.